When you're building a product, it's easy to focus on what works right now. You find a material that performs well in testing and it gets the job done. But what many teams overlook is how that same material will behave when you scale. Because when you move from a manual process to automation, everything changes. Speed increases, forces increase, tolerances tighten, and suddenly, the material that worked perfectly before starts causing problems in the new environment. So in this video, we're going to break down the key material characteristics that commonly cause issues in automation, what to look for up front, and what to do if your material doesn't make the transition. When selecting a material for your part, you need to think beyond just how a material performs in your product. You need to think about how it behaves in motion. Start with dimensional stability. Materials that maintain their shape under tension, heat, and speed will perform far better in automated systems. This often means evaluating how much a material stretches under load and how it recovers. Next, consider handling characteristics. Ask yourself, can this material be reliably picked, placed, and released at high speeds? Adding features like carrier liners, tabs, or reinforcement layers can sometimes make a flexible material automation friendly without changing the functional design. You'll also want to evaluate liner selection and adhesive balance. The relationship between your adhesive and liner is critical. A properly engineered release system ensures parts stay in place when they should and release exactly when needed. Another key factor is process compatibility. Your material needs to withstand the mechanical stress of rollers, die cutting, lamination, and dispensing systems. That includes resistance to tearing, curling, or edge deformation. And most importantly, you should be thinking about scalability early on in the design phase. It's much easier and far less expensive to design their automation up front rather than to redesign your product later. In the world of automation, consistency and control are everything, and certain material properties can quickly work against you. First, thickness and stiffness play a major role. Thicker or highly flexible materials can be difficult for automated systems to handle. For example, pick-and-place systems rely on vacuum pressure to lift parts, and softer or more flexible materials can deform or fail to seal properly, leading to missed parts or dropped parts. Next, material stretch and elasticity becomes a problem. As materials move through rollers, conveyors, or tensioning systems, they can stretch unpredictably. This leads to misalignment, poor registration, and inconsistent part placement. Another big factor is release liner performance. If the liner is too tight, parts won't release cleanly. If it's too easy to release, parts can shift or fall off prematurely during transport. Automation depends on a very controlled release window, and small variations can cause jams or downtime. This is a situation we see all the time. You've built a product that works great in low volumes or manual assembly, but as soon as you try to scale and introduce automation, things start falling apart. Parts misfeed, tolerances drift, and production slows down instead of speeding up. At that point, you typically have two options: redesign the part or change the material. And while changing the material sounds simple, it's often pretty complex. You need to maintain the same performance characteristics, adhesion, durability, flexibility, while also improving how materials behave in an automated system. Additionally, tooling and processes are usually built around a specific thickness or dimension stability, and changing either of those could require you to start way back from the beginning. That's where working with an adhesive converter becomes extremely valuable. Converters, like Strauss, have experience across a wide range of materials and applications. We can quickly recommend alternatives that meet your performance needs while also improving manufacturability. We can also run trials, test different constructions, and help you validate a solution much faster than starting from scratch. Ultimately, this allows you to move through the testing and development phase more efficiently and get your product into automated production with less risk. Automation isn't slowing down, it's only getting faster, more precise, and more demanding. As an automation evolves, it places even greater stress on your materials. That's why it's important to think ahead. Choosing a material that works today isn't enough. You need a material that will continue to perform as you process scales. If you want to learn more about how working with a converter can improve your manufacturing process, or how adhesive die cutting can support automation, check out our Learning Center or reach out to us directly. Thanks for watching.